Welcome to Sam and Matt Talks. I'm Sam the Archer. This is
It's your boy Matt.
man, and we got a good episode for y'all today, man. So, what you want to do? What you want to do? What you want to say? You want where we gonna start, bro? Like we gonna talk some sports on this one. So we gonna got some sports. We got a little life. We got a little art. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. You know how we do. So let's go ahead and dive in, man. We don't like to waste people's time. So doing good, feeling good, Matt?
Man, doing good for Liquor, bro, especially after who we acquired through trade.
Okay, so we ain't gonna let you just drop it. We gonna
Yeah,
go
not
ahead and
yet,
start.
not yet.
Let's go
Here
ahead
we
and start
go.
the sports segment. Let's start the sports segment, everybody. Thank you, everybody that's tuning in live on YouTube. You know, Sam and Matt Talks YouTube. Thank you if you're watching on the Slay Network YouTube. You are appreciated. So let's go ahead and dive into since we're talking some sports. You know, we are talking about NFL free agency. So NFL free agency has been crazy. So let's just go ahead and start talking dollar signs. That's cool with you?
Let's do it.
Let's just go ahead and start talking dollar signs. So you see it at the bottom of the ticker. Go ahead, bro.
Devontae Adams, bro. So before Tyreek signed his, Devontae signed the biggest contract that a wide receiver signed. But I feel like this move is a move that's definitely making the Raiders probably one of the more elite teams throughout the whole NFL. Because now they got Derek Carr, which people forget is an elite quarterback. He just ain't really had weapons except for Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs. But now he has a number one receiver. And then even just a tandem with him and Hunter Renfro, they're gonna be a problem. I feel like that's definitely gonna be a top receiver duo. But yeah, man, this is by far the most historic NFL free agency, and is going to be the most historic NFL season, I believe. Um, and I might be biased just because my team is in the AFC, but I feel like it's very apparent that an AFC team is going to win the Super Bowl. It's not going to be Tom Brady. It's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. Ain't going to be nobody in the NFC. It's literally a team in the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl because the AFC is the strongest team of both conferences. So that's all. That's what I got for Devontae.
Hey man,
Um,
that was a great take on that. Immediately I was like, ooh wee, Aaron Rodgers, what you gonna do? That was my number one. I was like, ooh
yeah,
wee. So my man went and got his bag. Shout out to Devontae Adams. You're definitely worth every penny. You definitely fill up the stat sheet. I hope that you and Derek Carr can build the same rapport that you and Aaron had, or that chemistry. So then y'all will really be on point. It was like, man, that's like I love rep my Kansas City Chiefs, but man, Raiders, boy, that's like the rival, boy. So they
boy. Whew.
they definitely added some firepower because Waller is definitely a stud at that tight end position. And then Renfro, he's
Yeah,
real nice too. So I had him on my fantasy
yeah,
football team last season. But
yeah.
yeah, man. So we're gonna go ahead. We gave him enough love and credit. He's not on either one of our teams, but let's go ahead, Mr. Russell Wilson.
Russ
Go
Wilson,
ahead.
bro. I feel like now, I feel like just this really just with anybody when they see that with the Broncos, like they've always had the receivers, they've had the defense, which I think is their strong point. But now that they have an elite quarterback that um, John Elway has been wanting for the longest time, and he just never got it in the draft. I feel like now they can finally take that hump. Like the Broncos were one of the teams that even outside of my team, they were one step away. I'm not. That's not to say that the Broncos are going to go to the Super Bowl because again, I mean, in the AFC, y'all gonna have to go through a whole lot of people to the AFC just to get there. But I feel like
Yep.
they're a legitimate team because now they have a quarterback that can get their playmakers the ball. So big shout out to Russell Wilson making that move, coming to the best division in football, best conference in football.
Yeah, he definitely did that. Him and Sierra, they already took the family picture. They color coordinated in the team colors. You know how
Color
she did.
coordinated, right?
So she gonna come out with the Broncos jersey dress on next. You know, all y'all already you heard it here first. She's definitely about to upstage a lot of you. She's out there. So my goodies. Yeah. So yeah, Russ. Now you got a new opportunity for you to be the same guy you are. I think the line is better. You have night, like I said, nothing against DK Metcalf. He just has not showed me. Uh, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna blame it all on DK, but now he has was it Jerry Judy? He has
Jerry Judy,
what
Cortland Sutton.
Sutton. Yeah, they got some nice
Um,
receivers.
yeah.
So we're gonna see, and then they still building, but more importantly, they have the quarterback position, which has been yeah. Like I said, I think the Denver Broncos have had the most quarterbacks over the last 10 years. I think you don't stat quote me, but you can go, and I may be hitting you with the fact on that. So yeah, good look for him, man. He
Shoot,
got
like
a new
us.
opportunity.
Like us,
Yeah,
bro.
pretty
We
much.
didn't go to quarterback after quarterback.
So but yeah, so shout out to Russell Wilson. Next up we have go ahead.
Khalil Mack. I'm a big fan of Khalil. I feel like this is a good move. And with him being with the Bears, um, people would like to say that he had a down 4 years while he was in Chicago. I feel like with that, I don't think he had a down year. I feel like with him, like even with JJ Watt, like when you start to see their stats go down, like he's not getting the big sack numbers. He's not getting all this and that. But that's because people are literally double teaming him. So he's making room for his teammates to make plays, and that's still impactful. But I feel like with him going to the Chargers, I feel like now it's like a pick your poison on that Chargers defense because the Chargers defense they probably have the best. I'll say one of the best secondary because they got Derwin James, Cole. Now they got oh my gosh, bro, they got J.C. Jackson that came from the Patriots. He a dog, and we even got him on the list. So I forgot about him. But
Yeah, shout him out.
going to that defense, the Chargers by far. I might even say that they have the best defense in the AFC. I might say that they have the best defense in the AFC.
Better
So I
than
feel
the
like it's going to be
Bills?
absolutely. It's
Oh
not even
shoot!
close.
You heard it
I,
here first, people. I gotta get it out of them. Y'all heard it here. Matt
hey,
said it here first, y'all. He said the Chargers got the best defense in the AFC. We gonna make sure we gotta go back in and edit that. When y'all see me doing the little dance like that, go back in. We gonna edit that and we gonna put that out there so we can have that as a little snippet. So the Chargers with the best defense by
Chargers
adding
got
Khalil
the
Mack.
best defense because they got Joey Bosa, they got Khalil Mack, safeties. They got Derwin James, who is the one of the best safeties in the league. Now they got J.C. Jackson at corner, by far the best defense, easily.
Okay, I feel you. I ain't mad at you at all. I ain't mad at you at all.
Outside of us, but I feel like our defense is flip floppy, so I ain't even gonna speak on that right now.
Just keep it calm down on the Chiefs. We'll get to
I
the
know,
Browns
yeah,
during that segment. Calm
I
down. We're
know.
going to go ahead now and let's get a little Chiefs talk in, everybody. So free agency is a lot more people that happened that got traded. We felt the need to just spotlight those names that we spotlighted. We only got a 30-minute show, so we're not trying to be there all day. So we're going to segue into our teams now. So Kansas City Chiefs, let's have a little Chiefs talk. So I didn't even get all of my trades that went down, but I know some of them. And if you know them, just go ahead and say it. So right now, we Kansas City Chiefs fans, we no longer have Tyreek Hill. He agreed to a term with the Miami Dolphins, 4 years, $120 million, which made him the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. So when my motto, get money, see money, get money. Shout out to Trayvon. But yeah, he went and definitely seen that bag and when he got that bag. So I ain't mad at
And that boy
nobody.
said, Tyree said, "Hey, I love y'all, but hey, gotta go."
He said,
Hey,
yeah,
money talk, bro. Money talk.
man, and bullshit walk. He definitely got up out of there. He got his check. So it's going to be interesting to see what Tua evolves into as a quarterback because we have seen what Patrick Mahomes is capable of doing. He's not perfect, but when we're talking top quarterbacks in the NFL right now, his name is up there,
Absolutely.
and Tua's name is not there. So I'm interested in seeing how Tua transitions into having more weapons. I feel like whenever he was with the Alabama, they had the best of the best in every position,
Right.
and he was
Straight C.
really, yeah, he was really uh, put in a good position to win when
Right.
you got good weapons. So now having Tyreek Hill as a a threat on top of, I forgot the receiver that they have already.
Jalen Waddle, who
That's
he's
yeah.
cold. He
So those
cold.
two that there, whoo, if we can get Tua to get from the dink and dump that he's been doing, dink and dump, and then they go get 5, 6, 7 yards like that,
Yeah.
to actually being able to throw that mug down the field, like the 60-yard catches that Tyreek Hill is used to catching, then I feel like it'll be a real good look for him. It was a real good look for Tyreek just on the bag that he got. But as
Yeah.
in football wise, yeah.
Yeah.
So so it is what it is on that. But my
Yeah.
bad.
Oh
You got
no,
anything?
you're good.
You got anything you want to say about it?
Oh, absolutely. So I feel like with him, I feel like this will definitely be a make or break season for Tua because we've been questioning whether he's that quarterback. I've always questioned it, honestly. Like Tua as a person, great. Like if you talk about one of the greatest people in the league, Tua is top for sure. But as a quarterback, it's just like, is he that guy? At Alabama, like you said, he had his weapons, so it was kind of a culture was created for him. So
Yeah.
he had that to thrive off of. Now it's like, okay, now yeah, you didn't have that big time receiver in Miami until you got Tyreek. Had Jalen Waddle, you got Mike Gesicki, who we don't rely or who we because of the culture, he's not thriving like he should. Because Mike Gesicki is a top 5 tight end, honestly. But I feel like this definitely will be a make or break season for him. And then speaking on just the Chiefs, just asking you real quick, this is off topic, kind of,
Yeah, I
but
got
do you feel like the Chiefs are a better team? Or no. Do you feel like Patrick Mahomes will his numbers will? Do you think his numbers will go down, or do you think that the Chiefs will be a better team without Tyreek? What's your take on that?
you. Wee, look at him, y'all. He came for my throat with this one. He want to make
Hey,
sure he get my opinion on it. I had to sit back for a second and think about it because yes, he's the fastest player in the NFL. We've seen what he's done. Like if it wasn't for him making that 50-yard catch against the Bills, they wouldn't have proceeded in the playoffs this year. So I know how much of a highlight reel he is. So I feel like if the Chiefs, if you're asking me if I feel like the moves that they've made prior to the draft, with what they got in return from him, like they
right,
got 5 picks, and then so they've already acquired Juju Smith's. What is it? I don't want to.
Schuster.
Smith Schuster. Yes, I don't. They picked him up, and then we got the Green Bay Packers wide receiver. What's his name again? Valles.
Marquez.
Yes, him. So we got
Yeah,
2 receivers already. One of the receivers is a taller receiver, so we already have one of the taller receivers that we need because we have a lot of small receivers. So we picked up Juju, who's 6'1", and I think the other receiver is 6'3". So we already got 2 tall receivers. I feel like we'll slide Hardeman into where Tyreek was, kind of like slottish, because he's pretty quick as well. I'm not going, don't quote me, but he's pretty. Someone else told me he's the second fastest person in the NFL. So I don't know. I'm not
which
going.
is
We'll
which is
see.
true. Well, yeah,
Top
we
five.
I
Top
got to
five.
take on that. I got to take on that. I got to take on that top 5 because we got somebody that is probably like a Tyreek Hill. He's just not the receiver that Tyreek Hill is. But I'm gonna
Gotcha.
talk on that later. I'm
So
hype on that
yeah,
one
I feel
too.
like
But
they did. I'm not as a better team. Like It's only one Tyreek because Cheetah, man, my son is your favorite
Yeah.
player, bro. Like he's like love you to death. We's outside training him to be wide receiver, and he's like, "I'm the Cheetah daddy." I'm like, "All right, I got you." Then now he like, Chiefs fans, you may lose him. He may go to the Miami Dolphins. I can't really do anything about it. He's 6 years old right now, so pretty sure whoever he gets some merch from, he may stick around a little bit longer. But right now, I feel like we'll be okay. Like better team. Like I feel like he was the wild card, but now we actually have some a receiving core opposed to
Yeah.
the
That's true.
Tyreek
That's
show.
true.
So now we have a
That's true.
core. Juju got the opportunity to revise his career. You know what I'm saying? Like you can reinvent yourself. You got one of the top quarterbacks. You got the top one of the top tight ends, the top tight end in the NFL. So like now you just got to go do you, go catch some balls, man. Literally, that's it right now.
Yeah.
So then we still got five
And
picks.
honestly,
So they
bro.
already
Yeah.
so technically we got two receivers for Tyreek and five picks that can actually be a whole lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
So
feel like just with Pat Holmes, I feel like the great thing about him is that like I'm less worried about y'all because y'all have Patrick Mahomes, who he makes everybody around him better. I feel like just with him in his first starting season with Tyreek, I feel like it's like a two. It's better than a two situation, but Patrick had weapons around him. But now I think we're going to see that. Oh, now that he does not have Tyreek, he has not necessarily less to work with, but it's not going to be a wild show. Like it's not going to be, oh, y'all need it in 40 seconds. Send Tyreek down there. I'm gonna just chunk that thing out there. So, Tyreek is out there somewhere. He gonna go get it. I feel like now we're gonna start to see Pat Mahomes, the leader, like Tom Brady, making people around him better. So I
that
think
part.
I think maybe not this season, but especially going into next season, like we're gonna see. Oh, y'all might be the most well-rounded offense in the league, especially if y'all get y'all just some draft picks and Pat kind of just gets used to okay, I don't have to hurry no more. I got to utilize what I got. So
Yep. I feel like we'll instead of it being a Travis Kelsey got his 1,000 yards.
oh, he'll still have it because
I know. That's what I'm saying.
he's y'all's number
Kelsey,
one receiver.
yeah, Kelsey's gonna have his yards.
Yeah, he gonna
We're
have
gonna have
his.
Tyreek having his 1,600 yards. So now we got a possibility of having 2,000 yard receivers. So like the way he'll be able to spread the ball around and not have to force the ball to a player of Tyreek Hill's. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to force it to him no more. Now he can spread the ball all the way around. But it's we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
We only got like a few more minutes left in this.
yeah.
So
We can talk about that all day,
all
boy. We
day.
can talk
So
about
yeah,
all
we'll
day.
see. Like I said,
Yeah,
I hope, but I think that we'll, as of right now, we got. I feel like we'll be in a better situation with having what we have over having just the one Tyreek Hill, just by having two receivers already, and then five picks, so we can go get everything else we need. Stack
yeah,
up the defense, get somebody a defense, somebody that's gonna help on the front, somebody in the middle on their linebacker, and then having a cornerback. Like we can literally go do that because like our defense is what's suspect.
yeah.
So if our offense wasn't as good as we were, then shoot, you know what I'm saying? You see what we get. So
Yeah,
if we gonna evolve into that team that's you know what I'm saying with how great the AFC is right now, we got to start the process now. And Tyreek Hill made it easier for us to be able to do that.
yeah.
So
I
I
agree.
feel like we all right. So anyway, we're gonna segue into a little bit of we're gonna move from the Chiefs and we're gonna go ahead and let you do you with the Diaries of a Browns fan. So with that being said, do you want to start with the quarterback or the wide receiver? Which way where are we gonna go?
Let's go wide receiver.
Okay, we're gonna start with Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns from the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, talk, man. Talk your talk, man. I know you've been waiting
The
on this.
been waiting. The Cleveland Browns, man. I was so before Deshaun Watson, I was just like, we have to have a receiver, especially when we lost Juice. But we've never had a true number one wide receiver outside of Odell. But we saw what happened when Baker was at quarterback. So at
Mm-hmm.
that point, it was really like, okay, we can get Amari. Cool. By far, Amari Cooper is a top 3 route runner. How I have it marked out, I got Keenan Allen as the best route runner, Devontae Adams, and I got Amari Cooper. But Amari Cooper can easily go between 1, 2, and 3 as the best route runner. So like, okay, cool. We got one of the best route runners in the league. We have a true number 1 receiver, but we don't have a quarterback to get him the ball. So I'm like, I was kind of like, that's great, but if that's the case, we got to go into the draft and get somebody. Like, or we have to get a quarterback outside of Baker because Baker ain't gonna do it. He not doing it. He not gonna do it. Like he couldn't even get it done with Odell, which I'm like, okay, that's a whole nother discussion. But going to the next segment, what we can talk about now, quarterback.
Yeah, whatever. Talk, man. I'm just playing. Have fun. Have fun. Go ahead. Enjoy it. I'm happy for you.
Hey, Deshaun Watson. He hasn't played it down for us. He's the best quarterback we've ever had. Period. He's already a 3-time Pro Bowler. He was the passing leader the year before, back in 2020. So he led the league in passing yards with a 4-12 team, and he utilized above average receivers outside of Brandon Cooks. So the fact that he did that with a trash team and above average receivers, that puts me in the mindset, okay, you have a whole team that surrounds you. You have a cool defense. Let's think about our defense. The defense, we got top tier guys. We just haven't put it together yet. And we're like, especially like our run stop, like it's just not there. But we have a defense. We by far have the best duo of running backs. Can't nobody argue with me. I dare you to try to argue me down with anybody who watches this that we don't have the best running back duo. So he has his running back duo. Now he has a receiver, but they're also talking about our Tyreek Hill-ish guy is Jakeem Grant. So I'm gonna talk about him real quick because he don't get too much love. But back in college, we forget that Patrick Mahomes was his quarterback at Texas Tech, and when he was his quarterback at Texas Tech, he balled out. And Jakeem Grant hasn't really had those quarterbacks because he was in Miami, he was in Chicago, so he didn't have those quarterbacks. But it also wasn't a focus for him to be in the offense. But now that he has an elite quarterback in Deshaun Watson, and he's coming fresh off of his first Pro Bowl as a returner, he's going to be a problem this year. And I feel like just because with Deshaun Watson, he makes people around him better. Again, he made the receivers that he had the year that he led the league in passing yards, he made them better. So with him, now that we have Deshaun, we got Amari Cooper and we got Jakeem Grant, and we ain't even drafted yet. And we have Anthony Schwartz, we have Donovan Peoples-Jones, we have all these athletes around him. I feel like Deshaun Watson can definitely lead us to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, y'all heard it here first. You heard it here first, baby.
Because we've literally been a quarterback away from getting anything done. Because Baker was never that guy. Like I'm gonna give kudos to Baker because he took an 0-16 team, and we went 11-5. So I give that to Baker. I will absolutely give that to Baker. But he was just not that guy, like to take us over that hump. I feel like that was almost the limit for him. But I do feel like Baker can be a starter, and I honestly hope that he balls out wherever he goes. But just for us, I didn't think he was just that guy. But I'm looking forward to the season. I know that we do have to get past the Bengals, but I mean we beat the Bengals twice last year. They went to the Super Bowl. Granted, the last game they didn't play everybody, but I don't think that's going to be an issue getting past them. But okay. AFC, it's strong, but that's a whole nother episode. Well, I'll say that for a whole nother episode.
But yeah, we'll just stick to the script on that one right there, man. I'm happy for you, man. You finally have something to be excited about as a Cleveland Browns fan. So you're not gonna see me hate. Like I said, like I don't want y'all to beat my team and win, but I want y'all to win. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. When we get down to that, we'll have to come out here with our jerseys on and then talk
Oh,
that talk.
already.
And yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, we got to segue on. We spent a lot of time talking about other people's teams in this episode. So let's segue on to onto the live segment here, which is similar to we just keeping it sports theme. Free Brittney Griner. You feel what I'm saying? Like we just self-explanatory. I'm just gonna keep it as that. We love you, Brittney. Hope everything is okay. And this comes to an end sooner than later. You got anything, man, on that?
Nope.
Leaving it at
Outside
that.
of just the pettiness of what caused her to get CBD.
Right? One
That's
of these. One of them. One of them got her like that. Like that's crazy.
it's like
So
the fact that this is the fact that you black anywhere ain't nothing for you.
no, not at all,
And
bro.
that,
So
it just goes to show that.
I'm gonna
So
smoke
free.
this for you, Brittany. So yeah, free Brittany Griner. We're gonna put it like that. A little free elevated thoughts, life coaching right there for you at the bottom of the screen. So we got I match the energy of the version of me that I want to be. So yeah, that's it right there. Grind it. So I gotta go in. You know, I'm a perfectionist, man. So I seen the flaw. I gotta go back in real quick. Let me go back in. Yeah, there we go. So let me go ahead and do that again. Yes, I match the energy the energy of the version of me that I want to be. I said tat. Be quiet. Tat, tat, tat.
I was thinking like, oh, okay.
Tat, tat. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it simple. So that's there we go with the life and the sports and the life segment of the show there. So you already know what I want to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what you watching, man? What you watching, bro? So
Right now.
I heard that you was watching this, bro. Talk to me about Enter the Badlands on Netflix.
It's
For
fire.
a first time person,
For a
don't
first
give
time.
them too much, but give them enough to make them want to go press play. Because that's what we do. Like outside of real world, our life, everything else that we got going on, your working and everything. We got to look when we spend time with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We watch shows. So what you watching? Talk to us about this show. Sell us on it.
Let me see. All right, if you're a big action person, you love action movies, you love action TV shows. I honestly don't care too much about TV shows because I like to watch everything straight through and not have to wait. But if you love action and you love martial arts like I do, Into the Badlands is it. I like when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, when I first thought about it, I was like, it looks interesting. It looks like it's fighting, but you know how a lot of shows got some real corny stuff. It's like this is just not good. No, it's a movie in a TV series. The martial arts is top tier. If you are interested in martial arts and action, this is the show for you.
You heard it here first, people. So I watched a few of the episodes and I like it as well. I just have so much stuff in my Rolodex of things that I have to watch and get caught up on that it's in my list. It's queued up. So
You know,
trust me, it's a real good show, y'all.
yeah.
So something that I watched here recently, I watched the new Spider-Man with the fan bam. You feel me? And it was real dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a huge Spider-Man, Sam Webber last name, obviously. So feel like I'm the hood Spider-Man. I know they got Miles, but he ain't from the east side like me, but that's a tangent. So I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I got the comic book, but I forgot to bring my son actually grabbed it. So but yeah, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so it's dope that they had the little cameo with all the Spider-Mans was in it.
That was
So yeah, it was super freaking dope. So they was like, "Hey, you pretty one of them look like the meme." So it's super dope, man. So if you haven't seen it already, go give it a watch. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see what else I put off in here.
30
Oh,
seconds.
you say what? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
30 seconds.
So I also watched Atlanta on Hulu. So Donald Glover, all of y'all, the whole class, the crew, like y'all did that. That's a real good show. I'm playing catch up on it, but that's it. And we do our own stuff, Matt. So if we go a few minutes over, it is what it is. Everybody can go follow us on all the social medias that's on the screen right now. Anyway, so they up there. I'm gonna have to go get it edited where we do actually add the Slay and Chill. I mean the Sam and Matt Talks Instagram on it, but that's pretty much it, right? Sam and Matt Talks Instagram.
Yep.
They gonna give us a follow, but right now we're working on getting our YouTube followers up. So thank you all for tuning in. You got anything you want to say, man?
No, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hang on here as we boost this YouTube because we know that YouTube is the way. So appreciate y'all tuning in. And man, send us leave comments in the comment section about different topics y'all want to hear about, or if y'all see something in free agency, or just really just anything. We're
anything.
a multi-level podcast, sports, life, art, and chill.
Yep. Now we actually have the show. So the podcast you can find on all platforms: Google, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music. Yeah. So the actual podcast, if you want to be at work and listen and go get the audio, go tap in on all those platforms. But now you can get the live version of the podcast. So thank you all for tuning in. That's it. That's all we got, right?
Yep, that's it, man.
Well, you can go tell them where they can follow you. I mean, it's already all on the screen right there. So we ain't got to do that. If you want to go follow his personal account, Matthias Wiggs Jr., go give him a follow. Matt Wiggs Jr., right?
Mm-hmm. Matt Wiggs Jr., Instagram, Twitter.
All that.
Yep, all that. So thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Sam and Matt Talks. I'm Sam. It's your boy, Matt.
And and that's it, man. So I thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned. It's Slaying Sundays. Enjoy your day before you have to go back to work tomorrow and be like, oh my gosh, Archer told you to tune in and enjoy yourself. Take some me time. If it's a beautiful day outside, go get out in nature. I think I'm going to go to the lake. We got a lot of lakes here in Oklahoma, so I'll probably go out to the lake, get some good vitamin D, get out in the nature today. So thank you all. Y'all have a great day.
Peace.